Is it Brendan Behan that said, I've never seen a situation that couldn't be made worse by a police officer?
Amen.
Fucking catch a mockeries. Barrier pentila, barrier snake. She was a cocktail bread for unleashing the beast.
Yeah, shout out Jelmer.
Is this Dutch?
I think so, actually.
Sugar free. As long as it's not Coca-Cola.
What do you think of it? Tasting experience.
Nice.
CC approved.
Nicer than Coca-Cola.
I'm good too. Are you okay?
Fucker's not. He's got loads wrong with him, in fairness. He's never okay. Look at him.
And then he doesn't have a mic, so that's...
Perfect. Let's keep the mic well clear of this man.
Welcome to all three of you. Welcome to Best Kept Secrets Festival. You arrived, the sun started shining, the weather is amazing, and you actually moved to the main stage for the show for tonight. Because of the crowd and what they expected it to be tonight.
Yeah, I think that the organisers were worried that there wasn't enough controversy around the festival, so they decided to put us on the main stage to make sure it hits the front lines tomorrow.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bring him on in.
Beers are coming in.
Thank you,
Yes.
Dank u wel. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
When you said that, like, what's your welcome?
Graag gedaan.
Graag gedaan.
So cheers.
Cheers.
Happy to have you here.
What do you say for cheers?
Proost.
Prost. Wait, what's this? Heineken. Oh, fuck.
Is it just the Netherlands? Or does no other festival in Europe have fucking sniffer dogs?
What I found interesting about the undercover, like, cops at the festival, was that the case?
I think it's quite common. A lot of our gigs, I think but especially that gig. We had a gig the night before in the 100 Club. That was the first. It was like a small venue, like 200 people, was it? 300, and it was the first gig we had back after allegedly all the controversy with the gig that never happened. But that was the first gig back, and there was a load of was it Riot Police or was it normal?
Yeah, it was
Riot Police outside the venue, and they came into the venue. So I'm not sure what they were expecting. Some sort of a call to arms or a riot or something.
I think what's interesting about our gigs, and like, I suppose there's this idea that it's going to be like violent, and like because of the energy on stage and because of the energy of the crowd, I think people kind of associate that with like violence or like aggressive behaviours or whatever. Like, I mean, if you look at all the reports of all of our gigs that we ever did, like, there's never ever any trouble. Everybody's like, obviously there are these mosh pits or whatever, and everybody's bouncing off each other, but it's like, it's done in a loving way. I don't think anybody's out to injure each other, and there's never any issues.
Yeah. And it's so fucked up, because if I'm thinking about all the gigs I've went to and all the shows that I've seen, like, it's super impressive what you're doing on stage, and it's not at all like in any sense different or other than how you should treat the other artists and bands that are performing and doing live shows on the festivals.
Oh.
Yeah, I think whenever you have police there, like especially the way they were outside the 100 Club, it's just a show of strength, you know, and they're trying to intimidate people into not saying what they want to say and not bringing flags into the events, and that's all it is really. And you'll see that with the undercover police; they're just there to try and intimidate people as well.
Is it Brendan Behan that said, I've never seen a situation that couldn't be made worse by a police officer?
Amen. I'm so super excited. How are you going to treat the main stage? How are you going to treat the people? What they can expect from the show of tonight?
It's hard because I feel like it's a question we get asked about, like, what do you want people to come away with, or what should people expect? I mean, the crowd makes the gig, so it doesn't matter how good we are. If a crowd's not great, you know, the gig itself's not going to be great. We're going to do us. We're going to do what we always do, and hopefully the crowd come along with us. And judging by the Dutch crowd last time, I think we'll see a bit of debauchery and devilment.
Yeah, and you will also be back at the Paradiso in Amsterdam later this year.
Yeah, I guess it's sold out.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's an iconic place as well.
It is.
What's it called?
Paradiso.
Paradiso.
It kind of looks like an old church. It's an iconic place in the center of Amsterdam. But I wanted to ask you, sorry, talking about summer, and to me, sometimes it also looks or sounds like if a band is touring, like some kind of Euro trip and visiting all the places. Did a gig at the Primavera day. I went to the festival. I couldn't make it to your gig because it was so completely sold out, and I was trying to get in, but no one could get in.
Even with all your connections.
Even with me trying to text you, trying to message you.
WhatsApp sent around you.
You told me I don't do social media, so I tried to stalk you everywhere, but it didn't happen. No. Yeah.
You should have texted my OnlyFans. I'd have got you a ticket.
Oh, that's a trick. That's a trick for everyone. But what were the cities like? The different countries. Tell me a little bit more. Like the three of you in a van, having good dinners, seeing great bars. What's it really like?
Primavera was special enough. We went down there. We watched the Fontaines just as they were coming on stage, and they have this green room area called the Motel. Really nice food and everything was free. You could have got free Levi's jeans.
Like every stage is named after a brand.
We watched the Fontaines from the side of the stage, and they had a swimming pool at that one as well. I don't know if there's a swimming pool here. There's a lake, isn't there?
What else did they have?
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Sit down and relax, and I'll tell you all about it.
Go ahead.
So you're asking about our experience at the festivals. That was his experience.
Probably a lot better than this anyway.
No, but what did you think? Like, on a serious note, at the Primavera Festival, like, if I wanted to tell my friends where it was, like, every stage is called after a brand, right? And you have this, I'm staying at the Zwarte Cross, going to Levi's, like, every fucking stage, the name is a brand. And if you want to go to a toilet, a proper toilet, I had to wait for ages. Like, if you buy a VIP ticket, then you could go to easy toilets, VIP deck, getting access to drinks. What do you think about the festivals, like, that you've played? Do you see that development as well?
I don't like that. Like, I understand if people pay extra that they have like VIP treatment or whatever, but I think there has to be a cutoff point. Like, we were at Coachella, and like I think 60% of Coachella tickets are bought on finance, like Klarna. You know, so you pay it in installments, and it's called the VIP area. But it was just like everybody was in it. Like, there was more people in the VIP area at one point than out at the main arena. But the worst part about it is like, it's not even VIP tickets that I don't like at festivals. What I don't like is whenever, like, say you have like a big act like Charlie XCX, and it's not her fault. Obviously she's huge and has like such a cult following, but like her fans will show up 2 hours or 3 hours before she plays and will stand at the front of the stage. So then you have another group that comes on to play before that, and none of their diehard fans can get close to the stage, and they're all sitting there and they're not really even into the music. I think I don't know how you work it out, but something has to be done about that.
Like queuing at the barriers and
coming too early. Like, I mean, I heard it happened to Idols at Primavera. Like, Charlie XCX was on next, and it was just full of young people at the front who were there for Charlie XCX, who had no interest in the Idols. And I don't know how you stop that, but I feel like that's a bit of a problem for big acts.
And it's also interesting, right, what they do at Primavera with the stages like completely next to each other, because my personality is like Fontaine's DC and Chapel Roan as well. So I felt like this is me in real life, but the fans like pushing each other away and trying to make some space and create a good environment to see a show.
That's a great festival. It's very well run.
For today, like in a couple of hours, you will be playing at the wonderful main stage of Best Kept Secret. Have to say, like, I've seen Wolf Alice, like, during their set, like, leaving the instruments and just walking off stage and immediately, like, directly into the lake, diving, swimming. Is that something you would
Existentially, just like walked straight off after the gig into this. Nah, fuck, I don't know if I'll be doing that. I forgot my shorts.
Is there shorts?
Is that your excuse?
We got spare shorts.
I suppose.
Very nice for me, just to cool down.
Yeah.
It gets very hot in this.
Is it okay to go in the nip, in the nude?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
It's
Yeah, it's the Netherlands.
encouraged, actually. We're in the Netherlands.
You can do everything in
That's
the Netherlands.
true, actually.
So what are your plans after the gig? Like, where are you staying? Amsterdam?
If I told you, I'd have to. We're staying in Eindhoven still. So
Of all places?
yeah, it's great.
Why?
It's a bit like the Netherlands answer to Ibiza. Yeah. Pretty busy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't book the tour, so wherever I'm told to stay, I'll stay there, do my job.
Come on.
Professional.
Is there anything you'd like to share in our last couple of 2 minutes to the Dutch audience that are gonna listen to the radio? Is there anything you'd like to say to them? Could be. You could also say, like, if you hate our beer or not. You can be.
Is Heineken Dutch?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Shit enough. Free Palestine.
That's a fair enough finishing message. Free Palestine.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, bro.